Oh, Brimstone main. Kijk, W.
Told ya! Hey guys, AverageJonas here, and for the first time in a very long time, I finally have some really new exciting shock dart lineups to show you. We have finally found out how to double shock dart every single ultimate orb in the game. So I wish you the best of luck in making people very, very upset. So a double shock dart that hits around here next to the orb on A main. You first just do a 2-bar into this corner, and then a 1-bar while putting your left diamond right on top of this corner. So it's gonna look like this. 2-bar, 1-bar. So we finally found a double shock dart for the orb in B main. You walk into this line here, then you place your left charge bar diamond right above the corner of this green box. Just a little bit over like this. Do a double bounce full charge. Then you turn around and you aim for this very corner and do a click and bounce. So it's gonna look like this. Full charge, click and bounce. So a double shock dart for the orb in showers is to get into this corner here. And then you're gonna put the left diamond, and it needs to just touch inside this corner, not outside, just inside like this. Do a 2-bar 1 bounce, and then afterwards you take the right charge bar and put it in the middle of this corner there and do a full charge double bounce. So it's gonna look like this. I'm gonna do it with recon so you can see where they land. Bingo. A simple double shock dart for the orb on B long. You get into this corner here, and then first you're gonna do a 1-bar where the lightning bolt of your shock dart icon is right there, like this. You do a 1-bar. Then afterwards you do a jump click with your left diamond just inside this one. So it looks like this. 1-bar, jump click. So a nice fast double shock dart for the A long orb. You get into this spot here in the middle of this line. You're gonna do a click with the top right corner of your bottom left HUD line inside this yellow thing here. Do a click, and then do a click and bounce on this corner afterwards. So it's gonna look like this. A nice double shock dart that hits the orb that you can do even if you're smoked off from backside. You walk on this line next to the door. You do a 1-bar where you put the bottom left HUD line right here. So it's the middle line, and then this corner next to the middle line. Do a 1-bar. And then afterwards, you're gonna put your charge bar into this area here like this and do a jump 1-bar. So it's gonna look like this. 1-bar, jump 1-bar. A double shock dart for the orb on A. This one is very geometric. You get into this line here. And then for the first one, you're gonna place your left diamond right on top of this corner here and do a 2 charge, 2 bounce. And then you're just gonna turn around and just aim slightly to the left of this corner and click. So it's gonna look like this. Shock dart. A new shock dart that lands just next to the orb to hit them coming from attacker spawn. You do a 2-bar between these 2 stars first, here, right in the middle of those 2, and then a 1-bar between those 2 stars. So it's gonna look like this. 2-bar, 1-bar. Shock dart. So a double shock dart for the orb on A main split is you walk backwards to the wall until these 2 line up like that. And then the first one, you're gonna place the top right corner of your charge bar in the middle of this gray area here. Do a 1-bar while jumping, and it will just like thread through the needle right there. And then the second one is gonna be a 2-bar 2 bounce where you put the second charge bar line just in here, like that. Dun, dun. So it's gonna look like this. Double shock dart for the orb on B main. You walk into this line right here, the second one from this metal thingy-bob. Then first you're gonna do a 2-bar 1 bounce while aiming at this thing. Then you're gonna turn around and you're gonna aim just above the one wood panel that doesn't have a paper at the top like this and do a jump click. So it's gonna look like this. A double shock dart for the orb on Breeze B. You first just walk towards the back wall until these two line up like so. Boink. Till that one disappears. Ring. There we go. Then you're gonna do a 2 charge, 2 bounce right here on the top left corner, just inside this thingamajig here. And then you're gonna do a click afterwards where you just put your second charge bar on top of the corner of this window like so. So it's gonna look like this. Wow. So the hardest orb by far to double shock. We found this lineup together with the Sova nerd community. First, you walk into this line here, and then you're gonna place your diamond right here on this very line on top of the box like this. Do a full charge double bounce, and then right after you're gonna get into this corner, place your left diamond once again in the middle here just below this line and do a full charge 1 bounce. So it should look like this. God, I'm nervous. There we go.
I hear them.
I'm doing it.
Below you, below you.
What? Okay, so you can. It is possible to shoot through there. Hey, Yuppie, look at this. Oh, wait, what? It never works when you're gonna show it off. Are orb shock darts necessary? Is gaming necessary? Both those questions should have the same answer. Either they're both no, or they're both yes. Okay.
You leave him alone.